Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. Thank you for joining me in these pick a card readings where I channel messages from animal companions. Well, there's Lily just jumped down from her bed, which she often does when I'm doing the readings. I think she's going to join us. No, she's sitting at the edge of the table, bless her. So in today's reading, I'm going to be connecting with the collective energy of the animal companions in your life and channeling messages about how they're feeling, what they're going through, what they want to say to you, anything that comes through really. So look at the different card options. And I'm going to add some charms if you want to choose with the charms as well. Bear with me. So here we have, this is a little mask for group 1. This is what looks like the rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. That's group 2. And this is a tree for group 3. Okay, so think about the animal companion that you would like to connect with. Lily's coming in. Hello, Lily. She obviously wants reading number 3, so we'll bear that in mind when I do that reading. So think about the animal companion that you would like to connect with and see what jumps out to you, whether it's the first card or charm, the second card or charm, or the third card or charm. Bear with me, I will get Lily off the table so that you can get a better look. Come on, darling. There's a good girl. There you go. So the one that jumps out to you the most, it could be one reading or more than one reading. Whatever jumps out to you, then that is the reading for you. Bear in mind that these are general readings, so maybe all the messages won't resonate with you, so leave anything that doesn't. If you need longer to choose, then please pause the video. Hello there, group 1. You chose the Masked Charm and the Cat Wisdom Oracle deck. Okay, now we've got Lily at the edge of the table watching, so she might pop in at some point in the reading if she wants to get involved. The Masked Charm, this is quite an interesting one. I didn't even know that was in my charms. This is symbolically refers to wanting to hide in some way. So it might be, oh, Lily wants that, bless her. Thank you, darling. It might be that your animal companion feels like they want to hide at the moment, that they want to hide a part of themselves. It could be that they're referring to something about you, group 1, where they can see something that you are hiding within yourself, or you're hiding from something. There's something about yourself that could be hiding, and they're saying that I see you, I see you. The mask also relates to how we wear different masks around different people or around different situations. So it could be that your animal companion behaves differently in different situations or around different people. We'll see how that relates to the reading as we get some of the cards. So we have got mystery coming through straight away. I'm going to get a couple more. This is the Cat Wisdom Oracle deck. That wants to come, doesn't it? So the mystery card relates to not always knowing something, you know, where we don't always get to know the answer to something. So there might be something going on. Oh, and that one wants to come out. Might be something going on with your animal companion that seems like a bit of a mystery at the moment. Maybe they've got something going on with their health and you aren't sure what's causing it. You want to get to the bottom of it. Maybe you've tried some ways to help them, but nothing is working because you haven't really figured out the cause of it. It could relate to that. Or it could relate to there is something quite secretive going on with your animal companion at the moment. I do get that message with this mask card here. This is very much about being like hiding or being in the dark about something, or hiding, withdrawing from something, not wanting to be seen. So there might be something going on here with your animal that you can't figure out. Let's see what else we've got though. We've got doubt, yeah, and openness. So this doubt card here relates to your animal feeling quite apprehensive or hesitating or uncertain. There could be something possibly in the environment at the moment that is troubling them and they don't know what to make of it. That would certainly be where the mystery card comes in. They aren't sure how to deal with it. They don't know what to make of it. They don't understand it. So they're being hesitant, or they're holding back, or they're hiding. Okay. With this openness card, I feel this is, because this is quite an opposite to the hiding, isn't it? The openness. I feel that like there is something that they are struggling, like a situation that they are struggling with. It's like something has happened or something has come into their lives. It could be to do with where you live, that is different, that is new, that has brought a change, and they don't know how to deal with it, and they're not very open to it. It could be that this is quite an anxious, fearful animal that doesn't like change. They like things to be as they are. They don't like new things. They don't like anything changing. They like habits. They like rituals. They like to know what's happening. And so they don't like surprises. They don't like the mysteries. And anything like that makes them feel very uncertain, maybe a little skittish. And I mean, in this openness card, this kitten in the middle, it actually looks like it's in a bit of a defensive position there, with it standing up with its paws in the air like it's on the attack. Maybe your animal companion is feeling a little bit like that at the moment, a little bit jumpy. Now, it could be, group one, that they are mirroring something back to you about what's going on with you at the moment. As always, as I always say, our animal companions are our mirrors. They mirror back to us our emotional wounds, our insecurities and our fears. So they might be showing you something that is going on with you, where something has changed in your life and you're feeling like you want to run away from it or hide from it or not deal with it. Maybe it stresses you out a little bit. So take that if it resonates for you, okay? I'm going to get some more cards now. We'll see what else is showing up for your animals. Let's use this tarot deck, I think, the Landscapes Tarot. Those cards, they want to come. So we have got 16, the Tower, the King of Cups, and number 3, the Empress. You've got 2 major arcana cards there. The Tower card next to this Doubt card, yes. Something has changed. There has been some kind of significant change in your animal companion's life, maybe in your life as well, but it's affecting your animal companion because they live with you, or it could be to do with their environment, where something has changed in the environment and it has had the effect of pulling the rug out from under their feet. I mean, some animals are so very sensitive to anything new that changes. I'll give you an example here, and it still makes me laugh in shock as well as being funny. But my little snowflake, he is so sensitive to everything, very highly strung. And I got some new slippers a while ago, and goodness me, it took him a few days to get used to them. He wouldn't take his eyes off them. Every time I walked into the room, he would change his position into this ready to run position, like stance, and then he would just stare at my slippers, and if I came anywhere near him, he would just run away. And he was like that for several days. It was so funny, but also a little bit alarming that something so small affected him like that. So for me, with Snowflake, I'm really very aware when anything changes in the environment, whether it's to do with inside the home, whether I made any changes, even small ones like moving furniture, or if there's something external going on, like when I've had new neighbours and they're noisy, or there was a gardener came round and he was stressed for several days after that because the gardener cut down the bushes. So I feel like there could be something, not necessarily the same thing that's happening, but something has changed for your animal, and it could be that it is affecting you as well, and your animal is mirroring that, is picking up on that energy of change. But whatever it is, it's something that needed to happen. I don't see it as a bad thing, but your animal companion might see it as a bad thing because it's changed their schedule or routine or how they've got used to things, you know. It's upset the balance of things for them, but they will be okay. I do feel that they will be okay, because we've got some lovely cards coming in on the right hand side of the reading here. With this King of Cups, this is such a wonderful card to pair with this mystery card, because this is as an octopus deep in the ocean, and there is nothing more mysterious than the deep ocean, is there? While we think space is quite mysterious, our oceans are just as mysterious, because we haven't really got very far in knowing what's in them, where the bottom of them is in some places, and there's so much life there that we still don't know about. So I feel that with this mystery card here, this is this very strong unknown quality, which ties in with the mask charm there as well. It's like something unknown, something hidden, something is a mystery. So your animal companion can't work something out here. It's feeling a little bit confused or alarmed, and it doesn't understand. But it may be, again, that it's mirroring you with something that's happened in your life at the moment. So be aware of that if your animal companion is drawing that to your attention at the moment. With the Empress card here, this is lovely that that's come out next to this openness card, because I do feel that this is the energy that is coming in, that your animal is going to feel a lot more safe and nurtured and accepted, especially if you are able to understand what they're going through, and also to see what you're going through as well, that they're mirroring, where you can go through it together and you can help them to feel safe and loved and nurtured, you know, because the Empress card here with this little deer, or if it's a little doe maybe in the background, they've got a lovely nurturing, caring energy. But the doe, the deer, are also very skittish as well, aren't they? They're always on high alert. They're always very aware of their environment, and they move the second anything changes. So that could be your animal darting off with a noise, or darting off with a sudden movement, or not wanting to stick around until it's got used to whatever has changed. But I do feel, like I say, that there is a more positive energy coming in, where things will settle down. And for you as well, Group 1. Let me get a couple more cards here from the Secrets of Wandwood. You'll have that one and that one. We have got channeling. I'm going to move the cards up because they're not fitting in. Is that better? Yes, fantastic. And we've got hope. Yeah, that's lovely again to come out on that side. Now, this channeling card here is about finding a healthy way to release emotion. Okay, so it could be that your animal companion, very much like my snowflake and me, because he mirrors me like crazy, he and I both find it difficult sometimes to channel our emotions, to let our emotions flow through, and they all get a little bit stuck or blocked up sometimes in our energy. And Snowflake expresses that physically through a physical illness. He gets skin problems when his energy builds up and gets blocked. That's when I start doing my animal kinesiology on him to help clear his chakras and energy meridians, and so that it helps him to heal himself naturally. So channeling, yeah, this is about you and your animal needing to find ways to channel your emotions, whatever has got stuck in your body. There are lots and lots of ways to do this, depending what resonates for you and what is right for your animal. Sometimes animals will dart about very energetically to get rid of their energy. Sometimes they will shake themselves to get rid of stress. Sometimes, like cats, they will lick themselves when they're feeling quite stressed or anxious about something, because it calms them. The same with purring, that very much calms them. It calms us as well. I mean, there's no better sound in the world than a cat purring, I always think. So find healthy ways for yourself and your animal to release your emotions. If you think that they're building up in your animal, as I say, the animal kinesiology that I do is a really good way to clear that, but there are other ways of clearing it, like using crystals, flower essences, homeopathy, that kind of thing that is very, very natural, and supports the animal in healing themselves naturally, and it helps the energy to flow through them. So that's something to bear in mind, group 1. And then this lovely hope card that has come out on this side, again connecting with the shifting of the energy here, where things are going to work out okay. This is like your animal saying, don't worry, it's going to be okay. I'm just going through a thing at the moment. You might just be going through a thing at the moment as well, group 1, and it is all going to work out okay. If we look at the Empress card here, the sun is shining on this little deer, so the sun is coming in. It's coming in very, very soon, because these readings are short-term based, so I feel that the better times are just around the corner for you and your animal companion. Now I'm going to get some cards that are, let's see, what shall we have, messages from your animal to you. We'll have some of these. These are things that your animal wants to say to you. We'll have that one. Oops, it's far too many. We'll have that one. That one. I think we'll have another one. That one. Let's see what we've got here. Thank you for taking care of me. That is lovely. That's the Empress energy, isn't it? That caring, nurturing energy. They're wanting you to know that they are grateful for you taking care of them. Please improve my diet. Now, so there's something in your animal's diet here that needs to change. It could be that your animal needs some kind of natural supplement, including in their diet, to help them with stress and anxiety. For example, I give snowflake ashwagandha. It's a really good herb that can be taken quite long term with no ill side effects for quite a lot of different animals. It's an adaptogen herb, which means it helps the body adjust to cope better with stress. So it's very good for that. It helps with anxiety and calming the animal. So it may be that they want something adding into their diet to help with those symptoms. The other thing here that this might relate to, which I'm a big advocate for if you've been watching my readings before, is giving your animal the most natural diet that is right for them. Like, for example, cats and dogs like raw food. They thrive on a raw diet because that is what they would eat naturally. This pet food industry that has been developed over recent decades is not good for our animal companions. Feeding biscuits to animals is like feeding cookies to babies. It's not what they've evolved to eat. And a lot of people don't realise that they're actually causing the animal harm by feeding them these foods, and a lot of the vets will advocate for them. But some vets now are realising that the more natural diets are actually a lot better for the animal. It helps them to stay healthy, to have a healthy coat, to adapt to their environment much better. So that could be something for you to consider. Lily has just gone underneath. I'm doing this reading on a little table that's actually quite low down. I like to sit on the floor. She's just crawled underneath it. Bless her. Oh, she's come out now. So she wanted to be in the reading, but hiding, which is what this reading has been about, isn't it? It's hiding. So what else have we got? I'm feeling a little blue. Oh, so I sense that with your animal, whatever's affecting them at the moment, it has sent them off balance a little bit, and it is affecting their mood. It's making them feel a little bit down and a little bit sad. Maybe something has come to an end in their life that they aren't coming to terms with just yet. But don't worry, that's around the corner, that positive change for them. And I need a cuddle. Yeah, I mean, that is so lovely to go with that card. You giving them a cuddle is going to help them feel a little bit better, group one, and it will also help you, because animals are just so wonderful to cuddle, to get there amazing unconditional love, and to have because when you're sensitive, like animals are, and you might be sensitive as well, group 1, to energy. I know I certainly am, but I love being in my animals' energy, being in their energy, especially Toby. He's got this very solid, strong, grounding, protective energy that I lay on the bed with him and cuddle him, and it just it just releases me. Oops, Ellie's just knocked the camera. Sorry about that. It releases stress and it helps me to feel very grounded and centered. So I feel that will help both of you, group 1. I really hope that reading has helped you today. Thank you for listening. Please give your animal a great big hug, and I'll see you next time. Hello there, group 2. You have chosen the Little Rabbit charm and the Star Tarot deck. So with the rabbit charm, I mean, this is I'm sure this is the charm from Alice in Wonderland, where it's that white rabbit that says, I'm late for a very important date. I don't know if that's what it says in the book, but I remember that from the films. So this could be something to do with the feeling of time with your animal companion. There might be something connected with time of day, or schedules, or with the image of this rabbit itself. It's actually blowing some kind of a trumpet to announce something, because that's what that rabbit did in Alice in Wonderland. This rabbit with it's got the card symbols on it, with the Queen of Hearts. It used to announce things. So there might be something that you're relating to your animal companion expressing itself, needing to announce something. Maybe it's quite vocal, especially when people are nearby. We'll see how that's relevant to the reading. We've got the Ace of Cups. That is a lovely, lovely card. I do get a sense that this animal is very friendly, very welcoming, very full of love. They've got a very larger than life energy and personality that I'm now picking up on quite strongly. It's coming through really strongly. This feels like an animal that is very much a family animal or a people animal. They like company. They like to be around people, or they like to be in it. They like to be, when there are people around, they like to be with the people. They like to be in the action. They like to be in the room. They like to be the centre of attention. So I feel that that's kind of relevant with this rabbit there announcing it's like the animal's announcing itself when it comes into the room, like this rabbit is blowing its trumpet. I feel like this animal could announce itself by being quite vocal when it comes into the room. If it's a cat, it will be meowing when it comes in, as if to say, hello, I'm here. Or if it's a dog, it barks maybe, or wants to make a fuss, and it likes being in the centre of attention. So take what resonates from that for your animal companion. Let's see what else we have got here. It does feel like quite a strong energy, quite a strong masculine archetype energy as well. Maybe the animal can be a little bit boisterous at times, or maybe a little bit obnoxious, if animals can be obnoxious. But yeah, I'm sure if this relates, I'm sure you can understand what I mean by that. If they were a person, they would be quite opinionated and quite vocal, putting their opinions on other people. They would want people to know what they think, how they feel. They want attention. They don't, if this was a person, that is, they wouldn't keep quiet. But it's also somebody that could be the life of the party as well. And if there's like a gloomy atmosphere, then they will lift it up. I do feel this strong sense of energy and warmth and vibrancy with this animal. We've also got the Ace of Pentacles. That's 2 aces there. That is wonderful. And we've got the 3 of Cups. Yeah, I mean, that's like a party energy there, isn't it? this animal really wants to be in it, they want to be the centre of attention, they want to be noticed. If there are other animals in the household, then this one might get a little bit jealous or feel a little bit insecure if the others are getting attention and this one isn't. So take what resonates there. With the Ace of Pentacles, this feels like the energy of this card, it's giving me this sense of this animal feels like it's got a very full life, or its life is complete, or it's got everything that it wants in its life. It feels quite happy and satisfied with how things are, and it wants you to know that this Three of Cups, this is this very lively, energetic influence here that is full, complete, maybe noisy at times. This animal won't mind noise. Some animals are very sensitive to noise and change, and they like things quiet and calm and that kind of thing. But others are the opposite, and they like the opposite energy. And I do pick that up with this animal, that it is very much, it's like full of life. Its life is full, and it's full of life. Okay, let's get some more cards. I'm going to get some of these. What's this one called? A Hare's Odyssey. This is one of my newer decks. I love the images on them. These lovely sunflowers on this Three of Cups card as well. They're that wonderful, vibrant energy, which is what I picked up on quite early on. It's like this animal is very colourful. If you were to think of a colour that would represent your animal, it would be the rainbow itself, all of the colours. Very full. Its life is very full. It's very happy. It's very, very happy. I do sense that strongly. These are very positive cards here. We have got expect the unexpected. So now, doing reading one, that was like the opposite to this, where the animal in reading one didn't like anything unexpected, any change. I feel that this animal is the opposite. It doesn't mind change. It doesn't mind things that happen. It doesn't mind if its schedule is changed. It isn't bothered about sticking to time scales. It's not bothered if its meal is late, or if you're late or early or whatever. It isn't bothered by any of that. It feels quite happy being at home and in like chaos, amid noise, amid lots of people. And it's quite happy with surprises. We've also got see how far you have come and be proud. Oh yeah, these are wonderful cards for your animal companion. Now, I get this sense that this animal, the soul of this animal, has been around before. They've been an animal a lot. It's like they know what they're doing. They know what it's like here. They know how to be an animal, because an animal's soul, it is no different to a human soul. And many of us humans have been animals in past lives, and many animals have been humans in other lifetimes. So it's a soul is a soul is a soul. It's not a tangible thing. It's just, it's an essence, a spark of the divine, whatever you want to call it. People call it different things, but it's I feel that this animal soul has had a lot of lifetimes, lived a lot of lives, knows a lot, has a lot of experience, is very wise, but yet they might come across in their animal form as though they are quite young. It's like they have finally got to a point in their incarnations where they know how to tap into their inner childlike self, that, as well as their inner sage, their wise self as well. And so they are comfortable in so many different situations. And I'm also getting a message now that they are saying to you that they are proud of who you have become, because I feel like this is what's just been put into my mind. They're saying that you've been round the block a few times, and by what that means is that it's just making me laugh. Some of the things that they come out with sometimes, honestly. But they mean that it's like they're saying the same thing about you, that you have had a lot of life experience. You have had a lot of lifetimes. You know what you're doing here in this reality, in this lifetime. And that's what they're mirroring in you as well. And they want to make sure that you look at how far you've come. That's what this card is. See how far you've come. They want you to do that. They want you to look at how much you've changed and transformed in your life, in yourself, where you have got to now, what you've been through to what you are, where you are now, what you've got now, who you've become now. Your animal companion wants you to acknowledge this about yourself. Okay, so I feel that you and your animal companion souls, you are very close in the spirit realm. You've had other incarnations together. You know each other well at the soul level, and they wanted to come into this lifetime to find you in this life, to keep you company, to bring joy and happiness to you, because you're like, at the soul level, you're like kindred souls. You are kindred souls, and your animal, it's like they feel very familiar to you, and it's their soul that you're connecting with when you feel that from them. When they feel that way, you know, when you're with them and they just feel so familiar to them. Maybe it's their eyes, maybe it's the way they look at you, like they know you in a very, very deep way. They are letting you know that yes, that is the case. They do know you. You do feel familiar. They do feel familiar to you, because you know each other very, very deeply at the soul level, and they want you to know that. They want you to acknowledge, to see where you have come to now, and to be proud of who you are, and to see. I feel that, I mean, these two cards, they've got quite dark colours in them, especially with the grey. I feel like there might have been a time in your life group too where things were very, very difficult for you. You've maybe been through some extremely hard times, and it's possible that you had an animal companion, if it's not the same one now, but you've had one in the past that got you through those dark times and helped you to keep your heart open and to keep your feet on the ground and to still remember how to love and to not close down to that when you've been through these difficult times, when you've maybe had your heart broken, or you've been through great losses, not just with people, but with situations in life where things were taken away from you, or you've gone through job losses, or whatever it is. I feel like you've had your life turned upside down more than once, and that the animals have helped you to get through that, and that you have come out on top now as a very strong person, very centered, very stable, with your feet on the ground. And now I feel that you might have got to a time where you are reaping rewards, or you've got good karma coming back to you because you kept going, you kept on struggling, and now it's coming back to you, and you're in a different time in life now, in a different place, and it might feel as though your life is a completely different life now. And so your animal companion is reflecting that. It's like your animal is reflecting the fullness, the life that is within you, and they want you to keep remembering how far you have come. Okay, now let me get some cards which I'll have some of these, I think. Oops. Oh, goodness. That was a lot falling on the floor. Way too many. We won't choose all of those. Let's put them all back. Try that again. It's quite a big deck, this one. It's got more than the average tarot deck. That one wants to come out. Couple. I'll have that one. We've got the Eight of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Interesting, yeah. The Eight of Cups. I feel that has passed, where this relates to what I've just been talking about with you, where things haven't been so good, where maybe you didn't see all of these cups that you had full in front of you. And now things are turning around. The wheel of fortune has turned. You know, the wheel has turned, where you've been on that part of the wheel for a long time that was the down part of it, and now you're on the up part of it. I also feel the sense that I'm getting from your animal companion here is they see things, they see what goes on. They see what goes on in the house. They see what goes on within you. Nothing gets past them. They see your inner light as well. And they also see your struggles. There's things that you struggle with even now. They see all of that. It's like they see inside of you. They want you to know that they see into your soul. They are aware of your thoughts and your feelings, and they probably know you better than you know yourself. They see everything that goes on within you. They sense your emotions. They know when you're feeling uplifted, and they know when you're feeling down, and they're letting you know that they are there for you. You see, we've got interesting symbolism on here. The all-seeing eye inside of that. That's a hand symbol with two birds. I'm not sure what the birds are either side there, but this is like your animal giving you this helping hand. It knows when you need some help. Your animal knows when to leave you alone. They know when to come to you, but sometimes they're letting me know they might come to you when you're not in the mood for it, and they do that on purpose because you actually need it. Sometimes you need them around you when you aren't aware of it to change your energy. Your animal helps you to change your energy, and sometimes they might do things to change the energy. They might do things that make you move or get cross or something like that. You know, they'll do something to make you change your energy, to make you shift. So be aware of that. Sometimes if they're naughty, an animal will do that on purpose to try to make us laugh, or to try to make us move, or just to try to get us out of our head. You know, if we're caught up in our head with something, the animal will do something to change that, to bring us out of it. So be aware of when that happens. I'm going to get a couple of final cards, messages from your animal companion, things that they want you to know. We'll have that one and that one. Messages that they're giving you. Let's have fun together. Absolutely. They want to play with you. Thank you for taking care of me. Aren't those lovely messages? So yeah, they want to have lots of fun with you. They want to play with you. Again, having fun, rolling around like the horse is doing in there. That kind of thing. It really helps to shift the heavy energy. Thank you for taking care of me. They just want you to know that they are so grateful for everything that you do for them. So I really hope that reading has helped you, group 2. Thank you for listening. Give your animal a great big hug from me. I hope you have a lovely day. I'll see you again. Hello there, group 3. You have chosen the Tree Charm and the Cat Oracle deck. So the tree charm here, this could relate to a lot of things, but trees typically relate to abundance and growth. It could even be the tree of life. We'll see how this relates to the reading, but this tree in particular does look very full of leaves and possibly fruit, so it could relate to abundance. Okay, we'll turn this over. We've got Lily nearby. She might pop into the reading. So we have got number 12 running. I'm going to get a couple more from this card deck as well. It's the Fantasy Cats Oracle, it's called. So yeah, I mean, this card here, this running card, isn't that wonderful? Do you want to have a look at that? Wonderful images on some of these cards. This is an active card. So this relates to an animal companion that is very active, that likes exercise. It could even be an animal that is a house animal, an indoor animal, and so they might have a running wheel or something, you know. Some people do that with cats, don't they, or smaller animals. It depends what your animal companion is. But this is them loving exercise. That was turned the wrong way round, but we will have that. How unusual. So that card is attitude. There. Desiring balance. I'll put that there. It's interesting, desiring balance with this wheel there, because you would have to balance yourself to make that stand in the centre, wouldn't you? You could, to keep it still, you would have to find good core energy, good core balance there. Get a couple more. Right, let's see what else we have got. We've got number 3, dreaming, and number 15, enchantment. There's some interesting synchronicity there with the numbers. We've got 3, 12, which is 3, and 15, which adds up to 6. So those two add up to 6. Now, the number 3 energy, oh, hello, Lily, here she comes. Hello, darling. The number 3 energy could relate to family, and that's an energy I associate with Lily because she's had kittens in the past, and I have got 3 cats, the mum, the dad, and baby Snowflake, their son. So number 3, this could relate to a family energy here with this animal companion, where they might be in a family of animals. There might be more than one animal in the household, or it could be that it relates to their family, that they see you as their family. And the number 6, that also relates to family, home and responsibilities. And I feel with the tree energy here, this relates to your animal feeling very grounded, very stable. And it's interesting, one of the cards of decks that I picked up before I started the reading, and I was shuffling them, which I do before I do the readings, it had a house card on the bottom, which is an energy that I associate with stability and the home and family. So it is interesting that that has come up in this reading. I feel that it is very relevant for this animal companion. I feel that one message here is that they want you to know that they feel very at home, very stable with you in their house, living the life that they're living. They're a very grounded, stable animal. And I feel that this could be an animal that doesn't like to go too far, that doesn't like to move around too much. Maybe they're a little bit like my Toby, who doesn't really stand or sit very often. He spends most of his time just laid down on the floor. Even when he's waiting for food, he just collapses onto the floor. Some animals are like that, aren't they? They just lay there. And I feel that that could be relevant for some of you with your animal companion, where they just like to lay. They just like to lay down. They're quite grounded. They may be a little bit slow moving on, with things, most things, unless they really have to move quickly. But that is a good thing, because we have got the running card there, haven't they? And it could be that this animal actually needs more exercise, especially if they're an indoor animal. It may be that they need more exercise, that they need to get their little paws moving, or hooves, depending what animal they are, take that as it resonates. And it could be as well, with the image on here, with this cat in this cage, it could be that some of them are, in this reading, some of them are indoor animals. So take that if it resonates for you. If you've got an indoor animal, they need more exercise. But if you've got an outdoor animal, then that's fine. Just you can leave that message. But I think with this desiring balance card here, now that the energy is coming through more strongly, I feel that there is something that's out of balance in your animal's life at the moment. And this reading is to help you to be aware of that so that you can bring it more into balance. So it could be that they are spending too much time inside, they need to be out more. Or if they're an indoor animal, it could be that they need to get moving around more, they need more exercise. So that might involve getting them something like one of these wheels that they can run on, or there are other things out there, aren't they, depending what the animal is. Or it could be that they want to spend more time with you indoors, playing, moving around, running through the house, playing chase or hide and seek or whatever it is. Or, if this was a horse, they need to get out more, they need to go on more gallops or canters, or just riding down paths, whatever it is. Take what resonates for your animal companion. I feel that they are, these two cards that have come out, the dreaming and the enchantment card, they're both quite in the head, quite dreamy, imaginative cards. So I think that this animal is one who is quite happy to be inside, to be laying down, to be napping, to be dreaming, to be sleeping a lot. They're quite happy with doing that because I feel that they like their inner world. They like the quietness. They like the solitude. They like being indoors because it's nice and safe, and it's probably a bit quieter, or makes them feel more stable and grounded being indoors than it does being outdoors. I feel that there's something about the outdoors that this animal either doesn't like or isn't used to or isn't very comfortable with. I feel that they like feeling enclosed. They feel safe that way, but it won't hurt them to get them out a bit more or to get them doing things. The another thing with the tree energy is staying put, you know, rooting in place, which I feel could be quite relevant here with the energy that is coming through in the reading. I feel that if this is an indoor animal, or if they spend a lot of time indoors, I'm getting the sense that they do feel there's enough going on in the house to occupy them. It's like they're not bored, but they might look like they are, but they're not. It's just in their nature to be that way, to look like they're being lazy. Like with Toby, my cat that just likes to lay everywhere. He's not particularly playful. I try and play with him, but he'll just sit there and watch it, and he'll move his paws around to play with something, but he won't actually get up and play with it very often. Every now and again, he does have a massive burst of energy, and he's so funny. He just goes chasing through the house, makes these funny little noises, and gets the energy out of his system, and then he has a very, very, very long nap. So some of this might be relevant for your animal companion. I do feel, though, that they've got a very, what's the word? They've got quite a mysterious quality about them that's making me think of like very intuitive, very dreamy, very otherworldly. There's something about them that maybe that's why they like to be withdrawn or within or inside, or they're with their eyes closed, because they are in this inner, this inner world where they like being in this inner world, because I feel like they might connect back to the other realms or the other dimensions, or back to the spirit world or beyond here. You know, it's like they're connecting back a lot to the other side, and that's just who they are. They might seem like the kind of animal that knows you really well, that knows you, that knows your soul, that looks at you. When they look at you, they are looking deep inside of you. They have a sense of who you are. There's something very deep and spiritual about this animal, that it's like they've been here, or they know this reality very, very well. They're an old soul. I feel that they could be, for a lot of you, they could be an old soul. And it could be that that's what they're mirroring about you, group 3, that you are an old soul. And some of their qualities might be mirroring how you are or how you feel. Let's get one more. See what we've got coming out in these cards. We've got the garden, we've got the mountain, the key, and the sun. Those are such interesting cards to come out where they are. This garden here, I've been talking about them needing to get exercise or go outside maybe, or that some of them aren't quite keen with outside. That's interesting that has come up. But in this particular image, we've got this glass house, and I feel that they would rather sit in there than go out there. And then the mount, because these are Lenormand cards, if you know the Lenormand card decks. The mountain the way that I interpret the mountain for like as a symbolic energy is retreating, stopping or resting, something coming onto our path that stops us. So I feel that because the mountain is this big, immovable obstacle or this big immovable thing. And it can also connect with meditation and retreating as well. So it's interesting that it's underneath the dreaming card. This is that energy where your animal likes to withdraw. They like to be still. They like to have their eyes closed. They like to say, no, I'm staying here, rather than, yes, let's go out and do something, you know. That's what they prefer. They prefer being that way. And then these two cards, these are very kind of positive and uplifting and full of energy. Well, I feel like this is an opposite energy to here, where they are they're very content with their life. But I feel like the key here, this image on this card, you see we've got this cage shape, we've got the cage on there, and I've been speaking about them being in, haven't I, inside. And then we've got that glass house is almost like the cage as well. It's like they need to get out. The door is open on the cage, but I can see your animal just staying in the cage and saying, no, I'm quite happy here. But they need to get out. They need to get out. They need to get out in the sun, or they need to get out and do something, because the sun energy here, this is like full of life. This is vitality. This is energy. So that this might be something that it appears as if your animal lacks, but they don't really. It's just how they're coming across. It's just how they are in the house. And I feel like they need to get moving. They need to do something. They need to get out of their safe cage. It's almost as if it was a human, it's like they're stuck in their comfort zone. They've been in their comfort zone a long time, and they're very, very happy there. And they're like saying, no, I don't want to go anywhere. I'm quite happy here. I'm quite happy staying where I am. So this might relate to you as well in some way, group 3, in that they are showing you that there is one or more areas of your life where you are in your comfort zone and you're staying there quite happily because it's what you know, you feel safe, you're comfortable with it. Why move? Why change anything? Why step out of your comfort zone when you know what's going on there? You know that you're happy in it, you're good at whatever's going on there, whatever you're doing there, you're good with it. Do you know what I mean? Whether it's work, where you're living, whether it's in a relationship, whatever it is, there could be an area of your life where your animal is mirroring this to you and saying, you need to move. This is what you're doing. You're staying put. You're staying in your comfort zone, and they're showing you that, and you need to move. You need to get out of it. You need to get going, get moving, get out of this head energy and get into your feet energy, you know, because this dreaming card, the mountain, this is it being in the head energy and the enchantment as well. Whereas you need to get out, get running, get full of the sunshine energy and get moving. So this reading, this desiring balance card, this is all about finding balance for you and your animal, because with you helping your animals in balancing their life better, that will help you it reflects their life, reflects your life. And by helping them, it helps you to see the areas in your life that need to be brought into balance, something that needs to be changed, that needs to be moved, where you need to move away from or move into, you know. So there's some interesting energy coming out there that your animal is showing you. Let's get some of these cards, which are messages from your animal, things that they want you to know, things that they want to say to you. Got 4 cards there. We have got, you're amazing. That is lovely. They are saying to you, group 3, that you are amazing. That's what they think of you. Beautiful. Something you give me doesn't agree with me. Oh, so there is either something in their diet or in their healthcare regime that doesn't agree with them. Something that they're getting that they're saying, no, thank you. So that could be, have a look at that. That could be anything. See what resonates. There might be something that they've been giving you a message about. You might have had something popping into your mind more than once where you're wondering if it's the right thing. And that will be your animal putting that in your mind and saying, no, this needs to change. So see what that is, okay? You are my world. That is absolutely lovely. This animal adores you. You are everything to them, and they want you to know that. We've got, I like the peace and quiet. Isn't that interesting to come out in this reading when I've been speaking about how they like being indoors. They like it. It's nice and safe. There's something about outside, going outside, that they're not all that keen on, they're not comfortable with. So maybe this again is something that they're reflecting about you, group 3, where there are things to do with the outside world that you aren't comfortable with. Maybe you don't like going out into groups, or you don't like going out in general, or you don't like being around people. Maybe you don't like being in busy places. There's something there that they are mirroring in you. And it's not that they're saying that you've got to put yourself in these situations, but they are asking you to consider what is out of balance. What is it that you're doing too much of that needs to be done a little less of to bring things into balance? What can you change in their life and in your life that will create more harmony and more equilibrium for both of you? Okay, so I really hope that reading has helped you, group 3. Thank you for listening. Give your animal companion a great big hug from me, and I hope you both have a wonderful day. Take care.